Hey y'all, my name is Phil,
I'm Marissa.
and this is our son Israel Michael. Hey, we've been gone for 3 years. We started this channel 3 years ago. It's a long time, but we're back. We're back, and we have a lot of updates for you guys.
Yeah, we've got a new name.
Yes.
Respond with the Halls.
Yes, Respond with the Halls. It used to
yeah.
be All Hail the Halls. That's not the name anymore, and that'll be for another time. But it's now Respond with the Halls. So new name, and what else?
We live in Texas now.
Yep, and what else?
We have a baby.
We have a baby. We have that's huge. That's huge. So yeah, we got a lot for y'all that we want to give to y'all and share with you. We owe you guys a part 2 to a video we made a while ago about how we first met, and so we're gonna get into that among some other things. If you're ready to jump into that with us, let's get into it.
So this is gonna be part 2 of how we met.
Yes.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
And we're finally here. So before you watch this video, go back, watch our part 1, how we met.
Yep.
Fall Retreat.
To be honest, we went back.
It's pretty cringe, but you should still watch it. So
you should watch
understand
it.
This,
you should
this
watch.
Part.
Yeah, it's we did cringe watching it, but we want to make sure that we're building this story right. So
Quick synopsis, real quick. Met at Fall Retreat.
Yep.
Through our college ministry that we we're going to, and now we're here.
In short, we both came to a crossroads of sorts in our life right before we met each other. And so we hit it off. We connected as friends. Shout out Caleb Hummer. We were driving back to campus after Fall Retreat, and he kind of just, he noticed that Marissa and I were hitting it off. We were talking. And again, Marissa and I weren't going to Fall Retreat with any mind to hook up with anybody or obviously it's a Christian thing. You shouldn't be wanting to hook up. First of all, Lord Jesus, man, well, you know how it be. But connect.
Yeah.
But we didn't go with that mindset, but we just naturally connected. And so we were really talking as friends. I left Fall Retreat thinking to myself, man, that girl make a good friend. But it was Caleb who said, man, I saw y'all hitting it off.
Right.
And I'm like, really, bro? Like, no, we just friends. He goes, yeah, she's a looker, man. And I said, man, so we connected, me and Marissa connected, and my brother is telling me, that I'm not tweaking. She really is beautiful. I said, okay, there might be a little more to this.
And just to set the scene a little bit, so we met each other at Fall Retreat on October 20th, 2018.
Yes.
And so we were there for a couple days. We come back home, aka campus.
Yeah.
And so on October 23rd, we hung out again.
Yeah, so what are you doing at this time after leaving?
Yeah, so
Just went home and slept? What'd you do?
I actually did. I did sleep. Okay. I remember I was still excited to talk to Phil, but he told me that I should go to sleep. And I'm like, dang, like, you didn't want to talk to me? I'm like, okay, I guess
That was me doing that.
Yeah,
I care about people a lot. I like this girl already. I'm realizing I have feelings for her. And I'm telling her, go to sleep, don't talk to me. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know if I should text back or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do my regular stuff. I'm thinking that I met this super cool guy, And so, we were just really talking about God and our faith and everything like that. And at this point, we were really encouraging each other in our faith walk and really calling each other higher and everything.
As we were texting? Yeah. So, again, this is a short amount of time, right?
Short amount of time.
This is like, we left, so Fall Retreat was on a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday.
Yes.
So, the 19th, 20th, and 21st of October, 2018.
2018.
So, we drove back on a Sunday. So I'm texting Marissa. We're texting now. We had numbers.
Yeah.
We're texting Sunday.
Sunday was the 21st.
Yeah.
I was in anatomy, and I get this text from Phil, and he asks me, do I want to hang out and grab coffee or something?
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, wow, he wants to hang out with me?
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, okay, this is super cool.
Yeah.
Super, super excited. Cheesing right now, just even thinking about it. Do you remember how you asked me?
Yeah, no, I remember because I don't know what came over me. Honestly, it was a boldness. It was a boldness because I'm a freshman, Marissa's a sophomore. I think we ran over that before. And I'm like, man, she's beautiful. I know it's probably a lot of guys who were trying to get at her. I don't think I stand a chance. I think we already talked about the whole, like, we both felt like we weren't going to be able to find attractive Christian spouses. We thought we would have to settle for either very attractive and not spiritual. You know what I mean? Yeah. So no, I was still starstruck, and I thought to myself, this girl is not going to take me seriously. I ain't all that. I ain't all that. But I was like, I want to see her again. I had never gone on a date before.
I had never been asked on a date either. So at this point, Phil wasn't he wasn't asking me on a date.
Yeah.
He just said, you want to grab coffee or something?
Right.
And so to his surprise, I said, yeah.
She said, yeah.
I do want to.
She said, yeah.
And he goes, how about tomorrow? I was like, oh, he's
that's
okay
Monday.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see her expeditiously. Yeah.
And so we didn't end up getting coffee, but we did go to
Panda Express. Now, Panda Express has a very special place.
Panda Express.
I light up even just thinking about Panda Express because
look at him.
that's where we met. That is a fateful place for us. Like, literally, I told Marissa when we were first dating, I said, when we have our son, I said, I'm going to tell him, boy, you want to find a wife? Take her to Panda Express. That's literally what I told Marissa. I was going to tell him, and I will tell him that. If Panda's still around by then. But no, it changed the trajectory of our lives because here is where we met. I walked from Illini Tower down to Green Street, and I put on my Air Force Ones.
No,
go ahead. I'll let her discuss because she said, go ahead.
He had on the hat. He had on the fresh haircut.
Okay.
His beard wasn't this thick yet, but you know, he
had a little chin strap
his chin
and
strap.
some patches, but we was making it work.
Yeah, he had on the G Fazos, you know, Air Force One.
I knew it, and she's from Chicago, so I'm like, I can't be going in there looking like, Urkel. You had to go in there with some.
He was looking good. What was I looking like? You remember what I was wearing?
Man, you were beautiful. You were beautiful. You were very sweet. You had that sweater, that purple sweater had like this Aztec print design.
This is so funny.
Yeah, no, we were young. We were still very young, but we were. This is crazy. A whole different era of life.
I was nervous. I was really nervous. I remember just being like, oh, not knowing what to expect.
Were you there first?
I think I was there
first.
Marissa
was there
first. I got there first. And so what caught me by surprise was that he paid for my food as well. Because I'm over in my head like, oh, is this a date? Like, he just paid for my food. No guys have really, ever just like paid for my food like that unless, it was known to be a date or something.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wait, did I not know this was a date? Like, what's going on? So I'm really in my head at this point. I already didn't know what to expect. And now I'm really like, what's going on? Is he thinking something that I'm not thinking? Are we on the same page? Like, I thought we were just gonna be friends. So that's what was going on at Panda.
No, I'm thinking through this like crazy. I still did not know what was gonna happen. I did not know that this girl was actually going to like me. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta think about it.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
And so, again, Christian, beautiful. I know that dudes is hollering at her. And I'm like, I don't even know what to expect. So, point being, I paid for her food just because I thought to myself, well, she's beautiful, but she's my friend right now. Like, right now, we're still friends.
Yeah.
We
just met.
We just met a few days ago.
Like 2-3 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, so I pay for it just because I'm like, I grew up in a very generous household. I'm like, I'm with this lady. I'm gonna pay for her food. Ain't no biggie.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking this is a date. I'm not thinking it's a date.
And so we go upstairs. Man, I got my little bowl with the orange chicken. And
I think you were very modest.
Well,
now I know she can eat.
I didn't eat anything.
Yeah,
I usually
got a little bowl.
Yeah, I don't usually care about eating in front of anybody, especially like guys. I used to never care. I would still go in.
Yeah.
But I was just so nervous. Like, I do remember too, I was trying to use my chopsticks and I was shaking. Yeah. I was so nervous.
Yeah.
And we also just talked the entire time. Like, I didn't even really have time to eat. We literally talked the entire time for like hours. We talked a lot about food.
I
remember ice cream. And we realized how much we had in common.
Yeah. But when you first dating, oh my gosh, you like this? Oh, this is my favorite color music too. Oh my god, you like that color as well. Oh my gosh. Everything was in common.
Yeah.
But we did hit it off. I love talking with you.
Me too. I remember that was one thing. I'm like, dang, like he is so easy to talk to and fun to talk to. Like, I just remember being on cloud 9. And then
you had to work.
At this time I was working a meal job, so where I was working at was all the way across campus. Like, I never even walked there. I always got a ride there or took the bus or something. I knew he was a real one. When this dude wasn't ready to leave yet, he said he would walk me to my meal job. Yeah. I'm like, you know how far that is, right?
It was literally on the other side of campus. Like, complete opposite.
Yeah, just to keep talking. Like, that's literally why he walked me over there, so we could keep talking. So
well, I wanted to share more with you. I felt safe too. Again, we had, stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning at Far Retreat a couple nights ago. So we just kept talking. Yeah. Did a lot of talking.
Everything everything moves so fast.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is to show you like just kind of how quick our relationship moves. So
Yeah,
we met October 20th.
Yep.
First date that we didn't know was a date was October 23rd. So
Yep.
just a few days later.
Yep.
And so I think at this point, like, we're starting to see each other every day, and
Yeah.
it just was easy. Like,
Yeah.
I remember us feeling like our schedules were just allowing it.
Yeah, and you know what? I do thank God for that. Like when I think back on it, it's like, man, God really aligned that up. But also I think that you got to remember, love makes you do crazy things.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we don't like give that enough credit. Like we were so into each other. When you love somebody, hard can become easy because of just your motivation.
Yep.
And so we're in love. We're still in love, but here we're freshly in love. And I think things that might have felt hard to make work just felt easier because we desired to see each other.
Yeah.
So for our retreat, again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday break. Marissa takes to sleep. I told her to sleep and then Tuesday we have our unofficial date. Wednesday we're back at the auditorium at the rec center on campus.
So this was our first time ever being at the college ministry together
and knowing that each other was there.
Yeah. And so I remember afterwards, I don't think we sat with each other or anything like that.
I don't think we did. We weren't not dating again.
Just kind of friends or whatever, I guess.
I'm trying to figure out, does this girl like me?
Yeah.
Is she gonna friend zone me too?
And I was like, also thinking he's wanting to be friends. So I remember Wednesday when it ended, kind of everybody would like socialize and stuff like that. And me and Phil were talking, and I can't remember how it came up. We were like, man, it would be cool to see a movie together or something like that. And I remember the movie that was coming out at the time was The Hate You Give, and we both wanted to see it.
Yep.
And we're like, want to go this week? And like, that's just show again how quickly everything moved again.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just like one of those things where you talk about it, you don't really know if it's actually going to happen. But we made it happen. And so, so that was the Wednesday. And then by the next day, I think I looked at tickets online, and I think you purchased them or something like that.
Yep.
I had to borrow somebody's car on campus because I didn't have my car on campus yet.
And
neither did you.
Nope.
Yeah, our first official date.
Because we call this one a date.
We started the night off with some Portillo's.
I got a beef and cheddar croissant.
We both did.
With a cheese fry. And a strawberry milkshake. I still remember what I got. And I ate all of that.
Yeah.
I ate all of that.
I think I was nervous eating at Portillo's too.
So we go in to watch The Hate You Give, a beautiful book and movie, by the way. And my stomach is rumbling. I don't even know why that was the movie we went to go see on the first date.
Right.
It's pretty.
Very
it's
heavy.
Intense. No, it's obvious.
And so I remember being in the movie theater just to set the scene. It's dark.
Yeah.
We're sitting next to each other, like this. Like we are
hands
aware that we're on a date, but at the same time, we're not like officially like boyfriend and girlfriend or anything like that. And I remember it caught me off guard so hard. Like Phil asked me, what did you ask me? You had to ask me.
I don't know how long I waited. I don't know how long we were into the movie. 15, 20 minutes. I don't know how long. It might have been longer than that. It felt like an eternity. Where I'm like, I want to hold her hand. I want to hold her hand. I want to hold her hand. I'm going to ask her. So I rehearsed it in my brain, my mind.
I've never ever had anybody ask me that.
So I go, again, I didn't know though. No, we knew it was a date, but I still didn't know if she was attracted to me or if she liked me or if she was feeling that same kind of way.
Right.
But I whisper over to her, hey, do you mind if I hold your hand?
And and
you go, huh?
I'm like, huh? Like I didn't process what he said because one, I wasn't used to like ever being asked that. I was like, that was such a polite thing. Like it just threw me off. And I'm like, secondly, like, did I just hear him? Because it's quiet. We're in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, huh? And so he asked me again.
Do you mind if I hold your hand?
And I'm like, oh yeah. My heart was touched. I was like,
my heart is beating out my chest.
I was like, what? So my heart was really touched because here I am. Nobody's ever asked me before permission to hold my hand. I'm like, do you really ask me that? And so here we go. I was like, yeah.
And like I said, my stomach was rumbling. And I was nervous, so I couldn't tell if it was a Portillo's or if it was the nerves. Honestly, I think it was both. And I was like, oh, I think this Nisha like me.
Right. I'm like, okay, so not just friends. Okay, so at this point, I remember being like, okay, So we are on the same page. So
it's funny that you were thinking the same thing
like
I
him,
was thinking.
He likes me, and now he knows that I like him, and I know that he likes me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a cool moment.
Yeah.
Man. So we watched the movie.
Yeah, this is a long day. We had like 3 dates in one night. We went to Portillo's,
Right.
went to the movies.
Right. And then, again, we didn't want to stop talking. This is just what we did.
Yeah.
Look, again, my stomach was already rumbling, but I had a bright idea. Let's go get ice cream. So we finished the movie, y'all. And okay, we had Portillo's. We sat at AMC at the movies. And then I go, well, let's get ice cream.
Ice cream. Go to good old Marble Slab.
Marble Slab Creamery. Yes.
And we get there. They're shutting down. They're locking doors. They're about to be turn off lights, clean off everything.
Literally.
It feels like, no.
Yeah, it was ruining my first date. So I was like, I can't have this.
Yeah.
So y'all, I literally, the doors are locked. I go up, we park in the parking lot. I run up and I say, this is my first date and I really don't want to ruin it. Can we please get some ice cream? And I think the staff was just like, they were like, man, this poor guy.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get you some ice cream. So they do. They allow us to get our ice cream.
Got that red velvet.
We got the red velvet.
On a cone.
And we sat in the car.
Yeah, so we went, and it's late now,
Yeah.
like probably past midnight at this point. We're in the car talking like all night, just because that's why the date went so long. We just love talking to each other and being in each other's presence and just talking about life and whatever it may be. So we literally sat in the parking lot, had a little car date, and topped it off with a car date.
Shared some music.
Yeah, just in talking, and eventually I went, dropped Phil off at his dorm. He wasn't driving yet, dropped him off. And go ahead.
Yeah, and so I'm about to leave. I had a great night. And so Marissa's parked outside of my dorm, and I go to open the door, and the door is locked.
Oh.
I think it might have been a sign from the Holy Spirit. At least I took it that way. When the door wouldn't open, I literally, the next logical thing that came to my brain was, well, obviously, you have to kiss her.
Oh.
So I did. For me, it was a second chance. I had thought about it. That's what really happened. I thought about, man, this girl is beautiful. I've had a great night with her. I'm really into this girl. I want to be my girlfriend. You know, I'm into her. Right? And when the door didn't open, I was like, okay, I was stupid the first time. This is my second chance. That's what I took it as. Okay, this just you know.
Leaned in.
I leaned in.
And that is when we really knew.
That's when we really knew.
We were interested
in each other.
I liked you. You liked me. I knew that you liked me.
Wasn't no secret about it. So it wouldn't take long. Yeah.
So within a week of meeting each other, that's how everything went on to our first date, our first official date, our first kiss.
Yeah.
And that's the story
of how we first met.
Of how we met.
Listen, our baby is crying for us. And so we got to wrap this up, to be honest with you. Hey, listen, if you want more content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Share
Subscribe, yes. And click the little bell notification. That way when we drop these videos, you get a notification right to your phone. Turn them on, all right? Israel needs us. We love y'all. We'll be back with more videos. We're excited to be back with you officially. We're not going to let you down.
Let's respond with the hauls.
Peace.
Bye.